Welcome everyone! In this video, we are in the Ultra League, showcasing some more fun battles featuring Trevenant! Trevenant on a team that I sort of kind of just threw together. I didn't do any deep analysis or deep research on the dynamics of this team. Just with my firm understanding of team building, I put it together and my goodness, was it successful? Trevenant has some very nice play in this meta, guys. There are a lot of Venusaurs, a lot of Cresselias running around to answer the Swords of Justice, which got a massive update. So Trevenant will be the lead on this team, along with Kanto Muk on the safe swap. I wanted to protect Trevenant from, of course, those Talonflames, and Kanto Muk is sort of a jack of all trades, if you will, in the Open Ultra League. With Poison Jab, with Stab, it absolutely shreds and has excellent coverage on the meta between Thunder Punch and Dark Pulse. And also on this team, to further protect our Trevenant from the Talonflames, we've got good old Tapu Fini in the back. To close the game strong, Tapu Fini's amazing. Both of our two Pokemon in the back protect Trevenant from those Obstagoons and the Scrafties. But before we dive into the featured set of the video, we are starting things off with some bonus battles that I thought were tons of fun. And here we go, picking up a positive lead in the form of Toxicroak. Got some lovely lag there at the beginning. They swap into their own Trevenant, so we're going to throw our Muk in here to absorb this damage. I don't know why they went right for the Seed Bomb right off. Maybe trying to preempt us in some way, but that is resisted, of course, and we press on. We are just poison jabbing away. They do hit Trevenant for neutral damage, but Trevenant, not known for its bulk, these are absolutely shredding. And I saw that we got their health into the red, so I was thinking maybe a resisted Thunder Punch would do the trick, but no, they hang on by a thread, forcing us to dump all of our energy, really hoping that they don't shield this and they let it go. That is amazing. They elect to take the shield advantage and come back in with Toxicroak. So we're just going to go for these Thunder Punches. We cannot go Dark Pulse as that is resisted with Toxicroak's fighting typing. And this is where I really like Kanto Muk in the place of Alolan Muk. If this was a Alolan Muk, they would have been able to farm us down, but having that just pure poison typing allows us to resist the counters. So one spot, one of the many spots where Kanto Muk can actually be more advantageous than its Alolan counterpart. We tank that Sludge Bomb as they make an aggressive play into a wall rain. So going to go for the Shadow Ball. We're only getting the one move. Whenever you only get to one move, you go for the harder hitting move that does more raw damage. And here we go. We've got our Tapu Fini on this wall raid. We are now even on shields. Going to shield this Earthquake up. We know that they absolutely need to land an Earthquake on our Tapu Fini to have any hope of getting this done. So we're going to go for the big Moonblast. And oh, they let that go. That is amazing. Probably trying to call a bait here. So because they let that through, they were unsuccessful in calling the bait. It is now essentially within surf range. Yes, it is resisted, and yes, Wall Rain is quite bulky, but a resisted surf from Tapu Fini will be more than enough to KO the Wall Rain, and they are putting all of their chips on this Toxicroak. And I don't know if that's the call, guys. Maybe should have preserved Wall Rain to close the game out. Gonna throw Trevenant in here. We were trying to go for a simul KO, but they elect to throw. And I can't blame them. This Toxicroak's in the hard spot. I think we can water gun this thing right down. And that Wall Rain's hanging on by a thread. One water gun takes it out. And Tapu Fini sweeps the end game for us. Closing the game strong. That's gonna be a good game. Well played. It's been a while since I've run Trevenant in the Open Ultra League, and yes, this is an XL. If you guys don't have the XL, definitely just use your regular 40 Trevenant, but we had the Dream Lead in the form of Swampert. They make a play into their Giratina, so right here, I'm calculating a little bit on what alignment I want. They led with Swampert, came in with Giratina, so we're just going to throw this Shadow Ball here and even up the shielding scenario. And we're going to align Kanto Muk onto this Giratina here because it has the worst matchup on our team up against that Swampert. So I was thinking we might as well align it here, absorb all of this damage as Kanto Muk has some very nice bulk for the Ultra League. And of course, we can hit this thing for super effective damage with Dark Pulse. And speaking of, we're going to go for that here and do a lot of damage. We still can't farm down. So we're going to throw the Resisted Thunder Punch here just to maintain our alignment. Fully expecting that Swampert to come back in, of course. And I'm dreading them going for the full aggressive farm down. I wasn't sure if they'd try to deny our energy, so we go for the Resisted Thunder Punch. I don't know if this is the right play here. Maybe should have just gone for the Dark Pulse, but we knew that Trevenant had such a dominant matchup against it. And at this point, I'm reading that there may be a Cresselia in the back, but Ultra League, it's sort of the Wild West as to what team comp you could be up against. I was making a hard read that maybe there was a Cresselia. I was thinking that's the most likely thing, but honestly, with Ultra League, it really could be anything. People just run what they have in the Ultra League, and this Swampert is going on a rampage. Holy smokes. We are putting everything in the Trevenant here. We know that this is just a Hydro Cannon, so I'm going to tank this. And my goodness, this Swampert is going off on our team. What is this thing doing? Holy smokes, we got to get rid of it. We can't quite farm down, and our health is getting extremely low. And it is a Alolan Muk running Snarl. My goodness, this is over, guys. Could not quite get this one done. Just a very awkward team comp to go up against, and we top left that. Save everyone some time. Was not going to happen, unfortunately. But good game, well played. I'm telling you guys, in a league where everything is so bulky, it's so nice having a Trevenant that can really dish out the damage, but we're not putting out much damage on this nice shiny Obstagoon. That's a terrible lead, so we swap into Tapu Fini, and they meet us with a Cresselia. So this is okay. Of course, Cresselia can fight back so long as they are running the legacy move of Grass Knot, and it looks like they are over farming by quite a bit. It may not be, but they are. So they're just looking to overload by quite a bit on energy, and that is fine. Gonna just go straight Surf against the Cresselia. Not worth it to really build all the way up to the Moonblast because there's no way that Cresselia is giving up a shield in this circumstance. And we're going to shield this because I was thinking that they were one off from, or one shy of where I thought they were on their energy, but I had apparently missed a Psycho Cut, so we end up wasting a shield. That is never a good thing. So what we're going to do now to compensate for that slight misplay there is to just farm this Cresselia all the way down. They do go Moonblast there. Doesn't do a whole lot. We're still relatively healthy. We've got loaded energy. And just going to look to chip this Obstagoon before making a play into our Kanto Muk here. And this Obstagoon's overloading by quite a bit. Our opponent really loves to overfarm. This could be a big move, so we will shield this out of caution. And they bait our last shield. Unfortunate. So all we can really do up against Obstagoon with our Kanto Muk is go for these Thunder Punches. Thunder Punches along with the Poison Jabs do add up, and they've got a Gyarados in the back. This is okay. It is running the Legacy Dragon Tail fast move. That's okay. And they let that go. Holy smokes. Oh, that's a misplay by them. I think they should have shielded that, but I don't know. They probably knew that we would get to a second one. So they are putting it all onto this Obstagoon here. Going to go for this Thunder Punch. Put the pressure on the Obstagoon. And we tried combo playing. I misjudged. I'm thinking, Great League in my mind. In the Great League, that would have for sure KO'd. But like I mentioned at the beginning of this battle, everything is a lot bulkier in the Ultra League. And that does not quite KO. And they throw. That's a misplay. I think that they misjudged where our health was on our Kanto Muk, and they were thinking that they only needed one counter to KO, but instead we just needed a couple of Poison Jabs to KO them, unfortunately. Misplays on both ends, I must say, in that battle by both myself and my opponent. But we were able to take that one in the end. As you can see, this team that I put together with Trevenant was really nice, guys. Picked up a nice juicy 4-in-1 set here with this Trevenant team, and it was a lot of fun. It was wildly effective and tons of fun to use. I was thoroughly impressed with it, but we've got the featured set coming right up. Had a blast with the bonus battles as we move into the featured set of the video. We are met with an Articuno. This is an awfully gonna make a play into our Kanto Muk, and they meet us with an Obstagoon. So very nice to draw this out. We are just gonna go straight Thunder Punch, of course, and like I mentioned before, the combination of the poison jabs with stab plus the thunder punches that hit for neutral damage really add up against Obstagoon. And another reason, just to highlight yet again why I do like Kanto Muk in many circumstances, is because there are so many Obstagoons and Scrafties. Having just that pure poison typing and fully resisting the fast move pressure really comes in handy in a lot of circumstances. Not necessarily when they get that Boostagoon boost. Of course, their attack has sharply raised, but again, with that pure poison typing, allows us to hang on. I think if we were a Lowland Muk in that circumstance, we would not have been able to flip that. Kanto Muk coming in clutch. Flip and switch for us. You'd love to see it, and we are, of course, going to bring our Tapu Fini onto this Articuno. This is the alignment you want, as with our water typing, we are resisting these ice shards. And of course, we are resisting their primary charge move of Icy Wind, although it is debuffing us slowly but surely. And they may be weak in the back to a Tapu Fini. I don't know what they're doing, but we correctly shield up the Hurricane. That's an amazing shield that would have done a metric ton of damage to our Tapu Fini. Gotta go for another Surf and see what this Articuno wants to do. They shield, so they're definitely weak to a Tapu Fini in the back, but we have to stay in here. We gotta get rid of this Articuno here. Gonna shield this. That could have been another Hurricane. And it was just a bait, but that's okay. This is just another Icy Wind. Gonna farm this thing all the way down, of course, and really load up on energy. Oh, it's a Giratina. We bank that, and it's Trevenant time. We want to grab that last shield on this Giratina because we know that we have a Moonblast stored on our Tapu Fini here. So we're gonna full send this Shadow Ball. They may think that we're baiting, but guys, we're not baiting, and we're doing loads of damage. Holy smokes, nearly one-shotting one of the bulkiest Pokemon in the meta. Holy smokes. Trevenant is amazing, guys. And we Shadow Claw down that Articuno. They go down with a shield. Unfortunate for them, but Trevenant takes it in the end. That's going to be a good game. Well played. I'm telling you, this team just worked beautifully together. All the moving parts complement each other beautifully. And here we go. We got a Scrafty on the lead. Always a very tricky lead. It's tricky because, of course, they can hit us with these super effective foul plays, and even more tricky because they love to bait you with the power-up punch. So a lot of Scrafties have been just going right for the foul play, so we do shield that up. And yes, we do have two solid answers to Scrafty in the back, but swapping out on the Scrafty leads has not been working out for me with Trevenant on the lead. They usually have a Talonflame in the back to cover Scrafty's weakness to Charm. So we're playing with that in mind. Gonna let this one go through. We do live it, and they cannot farm down. Gonna look to just win lead and go from here. I presume that they will likely bring in the Talonflame if they have it. If they do, it's Kanto Muk time. Not gonna come in with the hard counter. Gonna come in with the soft counter, and Kanto Muk has a very nice matchup against Talonflame. If they want to go Brave Bird, that's fine by all means. But no, they go Flame Charge. Reason why it's nice is because we have access to these Thunder Punches. I love the coverage that Kanto Muk has in the Open Ultra League, and we do draw a shield. All the while, these Poison Jabs are absolutely shredding. And oh, they've got a Dragon Breath Giratina in the back. Holy smokes, guys. Tapu Fini's looking pretty good in this matchup here. It will have to put in some overtime, but I think Tapu Fini may be up to the task. Gonna let this go, preserve our shield for Tapu Fini to bring it home for us, possibly. It is running Dragon Breath. That's amazing for us with our fairy typing. That means that they are doing virtually no damage because we are double resisting this fast move pressure. But they are single resisting our fast move pressure, so not going to bother baiting this thing. We just want to get rid of it. We want to preserve health on Tapu Fini. I don't imagine they shield this, so we're going to go full send on the Moonblast, and they let it go. That's amazing. Now, this is tricky. Do we let the Brave Bird go through? I think we do, guys. We cannot risk them baiting with a Flame Charge and then boosting their attack. It is the Brave Bird, but it does not KO. And guess what, guys? They're not farming down. We're farming them down because we were resisting that fast move pressure. They lowered their defense by 2 stages, allowing us to farm down. That's going to be a good game. Well played. How about Tapu Fini in that last battle? Clutching it for us, bringing it home. You love to see it. And here we go. You also love to see a lead like this. We got a Armored Mewtwo. Haven't seen one of these in ages, guys, but we love to see it on the lead here. Of course, running Confusion. We want to keep this thing far and away from our Kanto Muk in the back. So that's one of the downsides to Kanto Muk, of course, with that pure poison typing. We would not be resisting any psychic type damage. So we're staying right here and we're, oh my goodness, what the heck? The Armored Mewtwo magically morphed into an Empoleon. That was a slick catch there by them, especially running a 4-turn move like Confusion. Hats off to them. But we come in onto this with our Tapu Fini because we are resisting this fast move pressure. Heavy fast move pressure at that, coming from an Empoleon. And we tank another Drill Peck, no problem. But I'm not sure that we want to farm down. We're going to throw a Surf here. Don't want to take any more resisted damage from this thing. And we're going to take it out. I would imagine maybe they come back in with the Armored Mewtwo as it has a nightmare matchup against our Trevenant. And we're just going to go straight for the Hail Mary Moonblast. Maybe could have definitely gone to back-to-back Surf, but it's fine. We do grab a shield there, and we are going to shield up this potential Psyshock here. That would be lights out for our Trevenant, and this Mewtwo is still too healthy for Kanto Muk to take it out. So we're just going to look to go for a back-to-back Seed Bomb here, and we will throw in the middle of their Confusion. This time, they're not catching any more moves on us. We're taking this thing out. We're saying bye-bye to the Armored Mewtwo. And oh, they got a Shadow Machamp in the back. Oh, this is looking pretty good here. Gonna look to CMP tie. Hard to imagine Trevenant losing a CMP tie, but we do against Shadow Machamp. And oh, we hang on. Trevenant is an absolute animal, guys. We hang on by a thread to get off this Seed Bomb. And now it is smooth sailing from here, my friends. All we have to do is shred this thing all the way down with our Poison Jabs. This Shadow Machamp can do nothing to our Kanto Muk as they go down to a Poison Jab. Ah, man, this team, I'm telling you guys, was working for us. That's going to be a good game. Well played. And guys, this Trevenant team was really putting in the work in the Ultra League, in these battles, but we are not putting in any work on this Crobat here on the lead. Going to make a play into our Kanto Muk here, and they meet us with an Alolan Muk, Battle of the Muks in this mid-game matchup here. And of course, as with any dark type, you just go for those Thunder Punches. Like I said, they do add up over time. And we will expend a shield in this mid-game matchup. They generally go right for the Dark Pulse right off the bat as Acid Spray. It has diminishing returns going up, throwing that against a pure poison type. So we do correctly shield up the Dark Pulse here and going to keep Thunder Punching away onto our Alolan counterpart here. And we will tank this one here. We definitely tank that, no problem. And it's going to be hard for them to farm down. So what we're going to do is put the pressure on them. Make them make a hard choice. Do they want to give up both of their shields? Or do they want to give us switch advantage? We are about to find out, my friends. Going to go for this next Thunder Punch here. And oh, they give up both shields. That is beautiful. We're not going to return the shield. We're going to let this go. And they go Acid Spray there. Not going to let them bank a move. We're going to just go right into Trevenant. It's not happening. That Crobat was going to find its way back to Trevenant. Either way, might as well get it out of the way here. And because they gave up those shields, that opens them up to some heavy damage from Trevenant. And oh, that does a lot. Crobat, of course, is quite bulky, very solid Pokemon, and they elect to throw before we can get to a Seed Bomb. So that is beautiful. This thing will not make it to another Poison Fang. Gonna throw Tapu Fini in here to farm down with Water Guns, and now we will see what they have left. And oh, it is a Virizion! Oh, I bet you they wish they had a Quick Attack in this battle here. Just saying. We do have to be careful for a catch, so we're going to pause. They paused. They were, no. They paused to see if we would throw a Water Gun so that they could catch, but no. We were on to them. They're getting this Moonblast, and oh, that does quite a bit of damage. And we definitely tank a Leaf Blade from this range. But yeah, they definitely need a double kick with this team comp, but man, I'm just partial. I prefer Quick Attack in most circumstances for reasons like that there. As we take the game with our Tapu Fini, you love to see it. That's going to be a good game. Well played. And guys, there's so many teams weak to Trevenant. They're just not expecting it to see it, I presume. And here we go. Speaking of, we got a Cobalion on the lead. This is a very positive lead for us here. It can do very little to our Trevenant. They are generally running the coverage move of Stone Edge, which could hurt, so we will shield that up. They did build up to it. That would do a decent chunk to our Trevenant. So we do correctly shield that up, and gonna look to overload on energy. We're gonna throw our Seed Bomb bait here. Even if they let this go, at this range, although resisted, it would KO. They shield, so we're catching the next Stone Edge onto our Tapu Fini. Oh, you love to see it. And we will look to farm down. But no, they're not going to let that happen. They meet us with a Swampert. What the heck? Holy smokes, guys. They are already double weak to Trevenant. This is why Trevenant is really nice to run right now in the Ultra League, the way the meta has shaped out. Holy smokes. So we're going to let all this go through. Seeing a Swampert, Trevenant is going to have a very fun time. We are still super healthy because we caught that second Stone Edge on the Tapu Fini. We, of course, don't want the Swampert anywhere near our Kanto Muk, so going to let all this go through. Trevenant, hard walls, Swampert like you wouldn't believe. And just going to overload a little bit and throw on the CMP tie here. I don't imagine they tried preserving the Swampert. No, they do let it go. They do have that low health Cobalion in the back. They're thinking long and hard. Let's see it. What do you got? And oh my gosh, guys, they've got a Cresselia. They tried to do a sneaky catch. Not going to happen. Holy smokes. They are triple weak to Trevenant, guys. Do you see why? Now is the time to run your Trevenant in the Open Ultra League. I'll tell you. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. They let the first Shadow Ball go through. Because they did that, all we need is a Seed Bomb to KO. We know that this is just a bait. They did build up to the Moonblast, but they have to bait to grab that last shield if they have any hope. There is no hope, I will say, because we do thoroughly outpace, and we win CMP tie. We got the next Seed Bomb locked in, loaded. We did not even need our Kanto Muk. Holy smokes. Trevenant wiped through the entire team. They were triple weak to a Trevenant. Holy smokes. What better way to end it than with that battle right there, guys, showcasing why Trevenant is very powerful in this meta right now. Holy smokes, 5-0 with Trevenant in the Ultra League. You love to see it. Good game, well played to our opponent. But my goodness, did Trevenant put in the work in the Open Ultra League with this team here, guys. Like I said, just threw it together, didn't give it a ton of thought or analysis. I just knew that we needed to protect Trevenant from Talonflame first and foremost. And Kanto Muk, very solid safe swap option, has excellent coverage on the meta. It is very broad-reaching. You round that out with Tapu Fini, and Trevenant make for a very strong core in this meta. And that is a recipe for a lot of success, my friends. But guys, I had a blast. I hope you all enjoyed. As always, I thank you for watching and keep up the grind. Thank you, guys.